Yeah, I got another one here. This is kind of an interesting one that I just read, actually. Very hot off the press. I mean, speaking of dogs, raccoons are now being adopted as pets in America. So while on one hand it's good, it's also very bad because rabies has now become widespread in America. It's spread throughout. Every state rabies rates have really gone up a lot.
What's the adoption rate of raccoons right now?
The adoption rate is 5 to 1. So for every 5 raccoons that normally you would say, hey, get out of here.
Maybe get or get.
Maybe say, hey, get going.
Hey,
get out of here.
Hey, get out of here, raccoon. Get out of that trash.
Hey, keep walking, raccoon. Hey, get out of that trash, raccoon. Now, a lot of people are saying, hey, why don't you come on in here, have a glass of milk? Hey, why don't you come on in here, let me adopt you? So now a lot of people are adopting these animals, which, the National Wildlife Reservation is saying it's not really safe.
They're rabid animals. They're wild.
They're wild. They should be wild, but apparently they make good pets.
This speaks to a bigger issue for me. Where do you separate wild from humanity?
Yep. I knew you were going to go there because it is a big issue. I mean, these are wild animals. They should be in the wild. We shouldn't take them out of their natural habitat for our own benefit. It's good for us. It's bad for them. It's also kind of good for them because they get free food. They don't have to search for food.
They don't have to search as much. Initial reaction, what did the raccoons as a whole think of this? Do they have a leader in charge? Has he made a public statement? Or
Yeah, there is one raccoon leader here. His name is Benjamin Smith here, I think. His name is Benjamin Smith. Yeah, he goes by Benny.
Benny.
He has an initial statement here. I actually have it right here. He says, we the raccoons, while wild, accept this pet adoption into the human world. While we enjoy being wild here and rummaging through your trash, eating your old food, half-eaten apples, vegetables, empty popcorn bowls, things of that nature, we would really rather have a full apple or maybe, even a steak. That's kind of the end of the statement there. But what his point is while they are wild at heart, I mean, why not accept this? It's just good for them.
It's good for them. It's good for humans as a measure of goodwill, as a measure of companionship,
Compassion.
with another species. For a long time, dogs have been man's best friend.
It was dogs, and look at them now. Now they're having their own rights.
They're having their own rights. They've skyrocketed. Is it time for raccoons to become man's best friend?
That's the real question. I mean, it all relates here. Dogs are becoming more like citizens, more like people. They've evolved. Is it time to replace them?
Is it time to replace? Dogs have gained citizenship. They've gained the right to vote. They've gained the right to peacefully assemble. Is it time for raccoons?
It might be that time. I've already tried to adopt a raccoon unsuccessfly, but hopefully sometime in the future. It's a thing now, so I can do it.
We all heard about that. I'm very sorry. Fecal.
Yeah.
I know that meant a lot to you to try to adopt a raccoon.
It did. I have bad credit, so they wouldn't allow it. But, in a few years, you can always build credit up. So
you can build credit up. You can build credit up. You can get a raccoon. That's what we always say in America.
You build credit up, you get a raccoon. It's as easy as that.
It's the Newsiest News Podcast.
Newsy news.
It's the Newsiest News Podcast.
It's so newsy.
It's the Newsiest News Podcast. We say the newsiest news you've ever heard in your entire young adult life.
Okay.
It's the Newsiest News Podcast.
Newsy news.
I almost ran out of breath saying that.
It's so
but
newsy.
This is the Newsiest News. It is the Newsiest News. The Newsiest News you've ever heard in your entire life.
Okay.
It's the Newsiest News Podcast.
Newsy news.
It's the Newsiest News Podcast.
It's so newsy.
It's the Newsiest News. I said the Newsiest News you've ever heard in your entire life, and everything you hear is true.
We speak truth. We speak the real truth and nothing but the truth. We need to get out the real facts out there. There's so much fake news and stuff. We speak real.